Hi guys, Happy New Year. Welcome back to the first spiral, week 21 for 2018. Make sure if you're getting something wrong that you are making full corrections in pen. Monday, you may use a calculator for this problem. So you can use a calculator, but just over on the side, make sure you're writing down what numbers you're inputting to get your answers. So the table shows the number of hours a group of friends worked doing various jobs and the amount each earned. Select the correct hourly rate to complete the table, then place a check mark in the row for the person who had the greatest hourly rate. So over here are the hourly rates, and what I'm going to do is just go through each person and it will stop and you will choose the correct hourly rate for them. So the first one, what is the hourly rate for Caleb? How much does Jeremy make per hour? What is Maria's hourly rate? How much does Rosa make per hour? And then the last thing, you're going to choose the person that has the greatest hourly rate. Okay, so when you're finding the hourly rate, we're putting it in per unit form. Money always goes on top. So for Caleb over here, I have $36.25 divided by 5, and I got $7.25 per hour. Then I divided $65.25 by 7.5 for Jeremy, and I got $8.70 per hour. Then for Maria, you take $34 and divide by $4.25, and you get $8 an hour. And then the last one, for Rosa, we have $54 in 8 hours, which translates to $6.75 per hour. Looking at these, the one that has the greatest hourly rate will be the one that is the most money, and that would be for Jeremy, $8.70. Tuesday, Deborah bought 3 1/4 yards of fabric at a remnant sale for $13. Determine if each of the following remnant deals have the same unit price as Deborah's deal. Select yes or no. So my hint on this is we have a complex fraction. You're going to find the unit rate, so $13 on top and then 3 1/4 on the bottom. So you're going to want to write that as a division problem. Keep, flip, recip, cross, divide, multiply, simplify. So you'll do that first, and then you will answer. A is 4 2/3 yards for $16, the same. B, 2 3/4 yards for $11. Is that the same? C, 6 1/2 yards for $26. Is that the same? Yes or no? Okay, so over here in blue is where I did, first of all, to find out how much per yard it is. $13 for 3 1/4 yards. I rewrote it as a division problem, changed the mixed to an improper. I multiplied by the reciprocal, and it came out to a $4 per yard even. Then below I have my work showing for each one. A came out to 24/7, which does not reduce to $4 per yard. But both B and C came out to $4 a yard. And again, I wrote them as a complex fraction. Money always goes on top. And then I wrote it as a division problem, keep, flip, recip, and then cross, divide, multiply, simplify. Wednesday, a model airplane flew a distance of 330 feet in 15 seconds. Select all of the unit rates that are equivalent to the speed of the model airplane. So this is conversion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you out a little bit. First thing we're going to want to do is do 330 feet in 15 seconds. we're going to want to convert that to miles per hour, because if I notice 15 miles per hour, 12 miles per hour, those two are in miles per hour, and then I could just convert feet to minute to see which is the same. So initially you start with your initial rate, 330 feet over 15 seconds. So since we want feet to change to miles and seconds to change to hours, we're going to do a double conversion. And then remember, I put what I want to end up with. So I want it to be miles over hours. So first thing I'm going to have cancel out. Let's get the seconds to be an hour. So 1 hour, what you need to do is figure out how many seconds that is. So you fill that in. And that way seconds goes away and you have your hours. And then I want feet to cancel out and be miles. So 1 mile is how many feet. That way your feet cancel out and miles. And then you'll multiply across and then simplify. So I started it for you. And then you're going to go through and select all that are the same as the model airplane. $15 miles per hour, yes or no? 12 miles per hour, yes or no? 1,320 feet per minute, yes or no? 1,056 feet per minute, yes or no? Okay, so here is my work in pink, is the one that I just set up for you, and I put in 3,600 seconds in 1 hour, 5,280 feet in 1 mile. I multiplied across and then reduced so that it was a unit rate, and it came out to 15 miles in 1 hour. So that means that for my first two top selections, that will be a yes for 15 miles an hour, no for 12 miles per hour. Then what I did in blue is I converted 1,320 feet per minute into how many miles per hour that was. And I ended up getting that it was 15 miles per hour. So once I knew that that one worked, I knew that 1,056 feet per minute was not going to work, because it was also in feet per minute, and I already found that it is equal to that. Thursday, Mrs. Ross needs to buy dish soap. There are 4 different sized containers. Sort the brands from least to greatest unit price. Round each unit price to the nearest thousandth. So over here we have the brand, the price, and the ounces. So you want to find the unit rate for each one, and then you want to put it in order from least to greatest. So what you're going to do is you are going to select the correct answer that has them in the right order with the right unit price. Last part, which brand is the best buy? You can also use a calculator for this problem. Okay, so over here you divide the price by the ounces. So money on top, ounces on the bottom for each of them. And so over on the right I have what I got with my calculator, and then over here on the other side I wrote them as I rounded them to the nearest hundredth because they all needed to be rounded. So when I put them in order, it's Spotless Soap, Bright Wash, Lemon Bright, lots of suds. Bright Wash and Lemon Bright came rounded to 11 cents each. So if you That's why I didn't put an option. I just put one without them in a different order because it doesn't matter. It technically doesn't matter which way you put them. And then which brand is the best buy? Spotless soap is the best buy because it's only 10 cents per ounce. Okay, we're halfway through. That first side was kind of intense. The back should go way faster. Here's a picture of PJ from yesterday, Tuesday, and his hair was a little flat because of the rain. Turn the page, make sure you have the following in front of you. Also make sure you're making full corrections, meaning the work, not just writing the correct answer. Number 1, find the area. Okay, so for a square, it's side times side. 16.2 times 16.2 gives you the following answer. Number 2, find the area. It's a triangle. Formula for area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So I substituted my values, and what I did first is multiplied 36 by 32 first, and then I divided by 2, and I ended up with 576 millimeters squared. Number 3, find the area. So it's a parallelogram, and the formula is base times height. So the main thing to remember is you don't need this 8 feet right here because that's the side. You just need the base and the height. Number 4, find the area. The formula for area of a rectangle is length times width. So I substituted my values, 5 1/4 times 2 3/4. Since we're working with mixed numbers, you have to change them to impropers first, and then write your answer as a mixed number. Number 5, find the area. This is a composite figure, so my hint is to break it into 2 shapes before you find the area. Okay, 5, the way I broke it up is into 2 rectangles, and then I found the area of each rectangle. Once you do that, then you add them together, and my answer was 200 feet squared. Number 6, there's a change in this. It says to find the area, but go ahead and find the perimeter because we have not learned the formula for area of a hexagon, and we actually don't need to do that this year. So perimeter would be side times 6 because there's 6 sides. So I substituted 46, multiplied, and got my answer. Congratulations, you have completed your Spiral Week 21 video. I will see you guys same place next week.